how many thoughts a day do you have? And based on those thoughts is how you should affirm. I know that's a mouthful to think about, but it truly is. And I think this requires another video on thoughts. I have a very quiet mind, so I don't have a lot of thoughts, 10 to 15 thoughts a day. And those 10 to 15 thoughts a day are usually, I need something to drink, it's time to go to the ladies' room, oh, maybe we should eat something, what time is it? That's basically what my thoughts are. My clients, I think about them, but I have to consciously think about changing their life. I have to consciously think about my schedule. I have to consciously think about what I'm going to be doing today. Because I can literally sit on the couch, stare out my patio, and do nothing. And I am perfectly content. I have no issues with doing that. But when you don't have a lot of thoughts, you have to consciously do things. So I have to consciously eat, I have to consciously clean my house, I have to consciously do just about everything in my life. When I read a book, it's difficult because I don't read in my voice because I have no internal voice. So I read in somebody else's voice. And if I don't know the author's voice, I struggle to read a book. Not because I don't know how to read, but because there's no internal voice. So sometimes I have to read a book out loud just to read the book. Other people on the other side of the coin have a very loud voice in their brain. And those people can have 60 to 120,000 thoughts a day now, they're saying. And with those thoughts, a lot of them are negative thoughts. Why is that? Because our brain is designed to protect us. In the caveman days, it was, oh my God, there's an animal behind you, watch out. Oh my God, there's another human there that might want to eat you, watch out. Our brain was meant to protect us. So it's always going to do, what if this goes wrong? What if this doesn't go wrong, the way you want it? What if you get hurt? What if something comes up and it's awful? What if? So we have to change the way we affirm based on, do we have thoughts or no thoughts? Do we have an internal voice or no voice? So I'm going to do this video. I'm going to try to make it shorter so that you can come back to it and grab it whenever you need an extra oomph because your thoughts are overwhelming or you have no thoughts and you just don't know what to do. But first, this is Susie, your beautiful swan queen. Welcome back to the garden, my beautiful duckling. Thank you for subscribing, smashing the like button, sharing my video. I love you. I am the best life coach with a 99.6% success rate in helping people get together with the love of their life. If you would like to work with me one-on-one, join my paid Facebook group, upscale your money, subliminals, buy t-shirts from my daughter and her bestie, join my 30-day challenge, which starts on March 13th. Go to the links in the description, check out my website, and see what I can do to help you. Gonna make that really simple today. So let's get back to these thoughts. I'm thirsty. My body tells me I'm thirsty. So then I have to go, I'm thirsty. Okay, Susie, what do you want to drink? Water, coffee, tea, pop, alcohol, I don't know. So I go into the kitchen and I open the refrigerator and I'm like, I don't even know why I'm in here. I'm not even hungry. Close the refrigerator. Go to the cabinet, get a glass, go back to the refrigerator, open up the refrigerator and like, there's nothing in here I want. So what do you want to drink? That's how my brain runs. I literally have to talk to myself out loud because there's nothing. So I can't think these thoughts. I literally cannot think these thoughts because if I'm thinking these thoughts, there's nothing. There's no words that I'm hearing inside my brain. And my mentor and I have discussed this because hers is the opposite. And hers runs stories and it's very loud. So she has to overpower her loud internal voice with things to distract it from what it wants to normally do. So she has a brain that creates stories. So she's coming over to see me. I ask her if she wants to grab Starbucks. And she said, yeah, I'll swing by Starbucks. When she's going through Starbucks, she could be like, oh my gosh, she's always asking me for coffee. Is this how she gets her free coffee? Well, maybe she should pay for her coffee once in a while. I don't know if I want to do this coffee, Ron. She's going to go back and forth. And then when she gets here, I hand her cash for the coffee. It's on me today. And she gets surprised, right? Because her story wasn't positive. And her story isn't positive because her brain, like mine, is designed to be negative Nancy. We're both women, so we're negative Nancy. If you're a guy, it's a negative Neil. So we have to affirm differently to balance our thoughts. So we affirm, I can get away with 3 times a day. Literally, I get away with 3 times a day of positive phrases, statements, and questions. And it will change my life drastically for the better. But for her, she says she forgets about it. But in reality, she starts creating a story. So she wants to increase her finances. I suggested Amazon delivers your money to you. So every time she sees an Amazon truck, she goes, oh, Amazon's bringing me money. Oh, there's another Amazon truck. It's bringing me money. Oh my gosh, people are sending me money all the time. Amazon's delivering it. You can do that with FedEx or UPS, but we see a lot of Amazon lately. I get Amazon, FedEx, UPS, and a yellow one. I don't know what the yellow one is, that come around my neighborhood. As a result, every time I see it, oh, I'm getting more money. The mail comes every day. Oh, I'm getting more money because the mail's here. Another check in the mail. She runs these little stories. So the outside world triggers her. Oh, I should say this. I should say that. So we have different things for different things we want to create. So I wouldn't use Amazon for everything. Amazon's my money. Now, let's say you see a floral van and we see a floral shop. Oh, there's a floral shop. My specific person is, thinking about proposing to me. My specific person is buying flowers so they can propose. Now we're sending out what they're doing and a job to do. We can make better phrases for that. Oh my gosh, I remember when he used this floral shop to bring me flowers when he proposed. I remember when he proposed to me, he used a floral shop. I wonder if it was that one. He never did tell me. Oh, maybe it was this one. Oh, I really like this floral shop. Oh, there's a new floral shop, so that means my specific person loves me more. And I'm using the outside world to help control that noisy, loud voice in your head. Then I'm also telling my clients to say things like, I have 10 or 15 empowering thoughts a day. I only have 10 or 15 empowering thoughts a day. So now by saying that phrase, it's helping the negative Nancy. So we can see a specific car if we're out driving. We can set a timer and, let our phone go off to remind us. We can do these on our breaks, our lunch, at work, when we're locking to our locker or our car. So there are so many different ways that you can affirm, but if you have a quiet mind, you have to affirm. If you have a loud mind, you are affirming all day long. So you want to make sure that those affirmations, your questions, your phrases, and your statements are creating your dream life. Because if they're not, you're just over here sipping coffee, wasting your time. And we don't want you to waste your time. So get clear on what you want. Say what you desire. Ask the universe to bring it to you. Keep saying, I see it's being delivered. I'm being shown that things are turning around in my life and they are getting better and better. Because when you do that, you actually drastically change your life for the better. But you're using your mind to help you do that. Your consciousness, your frontal cortex, goes to your reticular activating system. So you have something that your conscious pays attention to. Your reticular activating system searches your subconscious. And then it gets to all of those memories about coffee. How many memories are good? How many memories are bad? I have a few bad where the coffee wasn't made the way I wanted, but I have a lot of good memories. So that was the thing that came up when I asked that question. Well, when you are talking about a specific person or a job you want, you have to make sure that you are searching the proper way. So the conscious comes in and your frontal cortex sees this floral shop and goes, oh, there's a floral shop. I remember when my specific person brought me flowers. So every time they brought you flowers, comes up. How many of those flower memories are good and bad? My ex-husband bought me flowers twice during our marriage. Once after my brother sent me flowers for my birthday. And the second time is because we had a fight. And I told him, whatever you do, don't buy me flowers. And he goes and buys me flowers because one of his friends did that every time he fought with his wife. I'm like, flowers aren't going to get you out of this. It's not going to work with me. And he shows up with flowers. And I said to my youngest daughter, Georgia, look what Daddy bought you. She got the flowers. She was thrilled. And he was furious because I didn't accept his gift. It wasn't a gift. It wasn't genuine. It wasn't, because even after he did that, he still did the same thing that he brought the flowers for. So he didn't change. Did I affirm he changed? Absolutely not. I affirmed, oh, he's doing it again. Oops, he's doing it again. Oh, that's number 3. Oh, now see, here's 4. How many times has he done this thing to you? Why are you happily married? We all have that what if it goes wrong in our brain. So we have to bypass that with our thoughts. And we have to learn to control our thoughts. So if you have a negative thought, you can say out loud, but that's a negative thought and it will not manifest. But that's a bad thought. That's not that I'm just throwing that in the trash. That's a bad thought. No, thank you, universe. I'm returning that to sender. Stop that delivery. I don't want it. There's a lot of ways we can interrupt our thoughts. But I'm going to argue this point until I turn the deepest, darkest shade of blue. If your ears don't hear it, it's not going to change in your life. I've actually had a client who was listening to subliminals. She turned her voice off so she didn't hear her voice all day long. There was no noise from the subliminals. There was no music, no rain, no water, nothing. So she was running this all day long and she wasn't hearing a single thing from her subliminal. Nothing changed. So we have to have something to hear from our ears, because our ears go to the frontal cortex. The frontal cortex goes to the RAS, which is our Google search bar, which searches our subconscious. But the frontal cortex, the only way it's going to get into your subconscious is as a memory, guys. You're going to remember affirming. So if you're going to go, I'm affirming, I'm happily married, I'm happily married, I'm happily married, and your brain's going to go, no, I'm not. It's because you're not affirming in the proper way. If your brain is arguing with you that you are not what you are affirming, you're affirming in the wrong way. It's not that what you're doing is wrong, it's what you're seeing needs to be tweaked. Because you're affirming, but you're having an internal argument here. So with your thoughts, thank you for my wonderful marriage. Thank you for my fun and romantic marriage. Thank you for this wonderful man as my husband. Thank you for this wonderful woman as my wife. Say their names. Literally say their names. Thank you, my beautiful ducklings, for my fun and romantic marriage to Jason Momoa. It's amazing. I love you guys for helping me create this. Now, my subconscious gets a memory. Thank you, and I'm thanking you guys for helping me to create my beautiful relationship. I'm thanking you guys for helping me grow my YouTube channel. I'm thanking you guys for helping me get my videos out there. I'm thanking you guys for leaving me a message that drastically changes your life for the better. How did I help you? These things are things that I affirm, but I don't affirm them in your face all the time on YouTube. I'm not out there going, oh, I have the most views. I got more views than subscribers, because I think that's rude and disrespectful, and that you don't need to hear what I'm affirming 86,400 seconds a day. You need to hear what I can share with you that teaches you how to get your dream life. So when you think you're doing something wrong and your brain is arguing with you, change the words on what you are affirming. So if you are saying I'm married and your brain says no you're not, ask, why am I married? Because I'm married. Why do I have a fun marriage with Jason Momoa? Because I have a fun marriage with Jason Momoa. And I keep doing these things. What am I doing? I'm bypassing that negative Nancy mind, that negative Neil mind. I'm giving them a reason why I'm getting what I want, because I'm pulling a because loop. Anything said before because and after because creates. Stop saying that, because I'm creating this. Stop saying the negative, because I'm creating a new life. Simple. But I'm going to create my dream life. Watch me create my dream life, because I'm going to create my dream life. Now I use but and because. So I'm using different words to bypass my negative Nancy. When you can literally sit there and just ask a question and nothing negative comes up, you are now bypassing the what if side of your brain, the monster side of your brain that wants everything to go wrong to protect you. And your creative side of your brain is now in control. So you keep plugging into your frontal cortex. So it keeps going into your subconscious so that you get it. All of these people who say you have to reprogram your mind, you have to impress your subconscious. The only way you impress your subconscious is by creating a memory. My body runs itself, so I don't think about breathing. I don't think about my blood pumping. I don't think about how my body digests my food. I don't have to tell my body any of that, because that is a part of my subconscious that's over here that runs itself. I don't even think about. Consciously or unconsciously, these thoughts never come into our life. So consciously, we have to affirm. Now, can you do it in your head? Some people can, but every person who does says that I imagined, I thought, and it became. So if you only want to say them in your head, you have to say what I'm thinking in my head creates. My imagination creates. There is an entire group that does this. I did my scene, I did my stats, and it came true. They're constantly affirming that they imagined and it came true. They're affirming with their spoken word that what they imagined came true. And they constantly tell stories about what they imagined and what came true. Listen to how people talk. If somebody's not getting what they want, it's because their words are not in alignment with the negative Nancy, to bypass the doubt, the resistance, the chaos. But once you line up those words, what happens next? Negative Nancy goes bye-bye. Negative Neil goes bye-bye. And then the universe, my beautiful ducklings, start moving things around so it is delivered to your front door. It's easy and it's effortless when you look at it that way. Try different words when you're stuck and see how you can drastically change your life for the better by just changing the format of your words. I love you guys. You have an absolutely positively amazing day. As always, leave me a comment and let me know how I am drastically changing your life for the better. And you got this far in the video. Thank you, Jason, for making that post that says you found a donor for Travis and he is cured. I love you guys. You are amazing. Just persist, keep it simple, and you will get everything your heart desires.